So what you do then as a coach is you take your time and you take a look at each of the athlete's assessment sheets, and anywhere where there is a needs improvement, there is an associated range of motion complex that we're going to take you through now. So we're going to have each of these range of motion complexes put on video available to you, but using Scarlett as our example, we're going to show her what she should be doing for her specific range of motion complexes based on her assessment results. So the first one where we noticed there was a teeny bit of lack was her overhead extension in her thoracic spine. So if I go over into my assessment sheet, recommended range of motion complexes based on assessment, I scroll down until I see something called T-spine limited, that's short form for thoracic spine limited. So I've got a couple of things that I'm going to get her to do right now based on what I have on my sheet. So Scarlett, if I can get you, you're going to come in front of this foam. I'm going to do this with you so you can see what we are doing. We've got, I want you to sit with your bum in front of the foam roll, and I want you to place the foam roller just below your shoulder blades. So you're gonna come into this position, tuck your pelvis, you go ahead and do it down here with me. So try to keep your eyes forward and just listen to me as you're going through this. Bum stays on the ground, okay? At all times the bum stays on the ground. I want you to cradle your head in your hands. Good, and like she's doing right now throughout this whole movement pattern, she's going to keep that little flexion in her lower abs to make sure that she's getting extension through her upper spine and not her low back. From here, I'm going to have her maintain that core activation, and Scarlett, I want you to extend back as far as you can, imagining that you've got a really, really heavy couple of weights on your elbows, and you're just going to extend back, and from here, I want you to take a huge breath through you're going to expand your rib cage. I want you to take 3 big breaths. Inhale and exhale down. Great big inhale, and while she's doing this, she's still trying to maintain that lower pelvic tuck. Good, and again, great big inhale. And what she should be feeling is a little bit of release or extension through that upper spine. Now what I'm going to have her do is lift up her bum and just move this way, maybe about centimeter. Good, and let's do that again. So she's going to release out of that just for a second. Good, make sure she still has that pelvic tuck, and then she's going to extend back. Good, and again, she's imagining there's a really, really heavy weight through her head and through her shoulders. She's trying to let gravity pull her down while maintaining this pelvic tuck, and 3 huge breaths. You can do 3 to 5 breaths. She's trying to fill her rib cage, and on every exhale, she's trying to sink a little bit deeper into that movement pattern. Good, and then she's going to do that one more time. She's going to bring her bum forward just a little bit more and release out of it, and then extend back, and we'll repeat one more time. Next, for her range of motion, what we're going to do is a thoracic windmill. Now, I'm going to demo this. I wouldn't necessarily need Scarlett to do this because she was good in her, she needed a little bit of work in her extension, but not as much in her rotation. If you remember, she passed her rotation test. So I probably wouldn't have her do this one, but I'm going to demo this for those athletes who also had an issue in their rotation. Thanks, Scarlett. So athlete lays her head on the mat, his or her head. You're going to get the foam roller placed on the inside of your leg, hands, hand on hand, core set, shoulders down and back, and from here what I'm going to do is draw a great big windmill around, trying to open up. So I'm somebody who's quite tight, and you can see how far away my hand is from the ground. This is here because what will happen is the athlete who's tight is going to want to cheat, so they're keeping this leg guarded through there, and you're going to do 5 to 10 great big rounds on each side to increase that range of motion through that thoracic spine.